When astronomers detect an unmistakable signal from a distant galaxy millions of light years away,
David, can you look at this?
inside a deep space radio observatory, a team of astronomers is monitoring distant galaxies. A middle-aged astronomer sits at a workstation surrounded by multiple computer screens, displaying spectral data and radio frequency graphs. Suddenly, she leans toward a monitoring screen, showing an unusual periodic signal pattern originating from coordinates far beyond the Milky Way. She realizes the signal doesn't appear natural.
It's repeating every 14.7 hours. This
It isn't interference. It's not a pulsar. I think this is artificial.
In the observatory's control room, 3 scientists gathered around the main monitor. David, in his 40s, displays independent observational data from 2 other international observatories on separate screens. David overlays the signal detections. All 3 observatories recorded the same structured pattern at the same instant. It repeats every 14.7 hours, he says quietly, pointing to the graph. The lead astronomer zooms out on the star map, revealing the source's location in the galaxy N, GC6946, more than 25 million light-years away. The room falls into an unusual silence, revealing a profound uncertainty. This isn't interference.
They're not just broadcasting noise, they're teaching.
This is a primer. They're showing us they understand mathematics, physics, chemistry.
In a laboratory analyzing scientific equipment and blackboards covered with mathematical equations, a scientist displays the structure of the decoded signal. The signal has been transformed into visual mathematical patterns, sequences of prime numbers, the Fibonacci sequence, hydrogen wavelength relationships, universal constants that any technological civilization would recognize. The scientist stares at the screen, exhales slowly. There's someone out there who is intelligent and wants to be found. The civilization appears to be intentionally communicating through universal mathematical concepts. It would become irrefutable proof that intelligent life exists beyond our galaxy.
That's not volcanic activity. Those are lights. We're looking at a civilization 25 million light years away.
Inside a state-of-the-art telescope control facility. Large curved windows reveal the silhouette of a massive radio telescope's parabolic antenna against a starry sky. The lead astronomer and 2 colleagues stand before a high-resolution screen displaying processed infrared and optical images of the source star system in NGC6946. The images are realistic astronomical photographs showing a distant sun-like star. David zooms in on a detection, a planet in the habitable zone, slightly larger than Earth. As artificial light patterns become visible, organized grids resembling cities, too geometric to be natural. The lead scientist observes the screen, revealing the tiny, distant world. Proof that humanity is not alone in the universe.
Lindsay,
The energy signature is enormous.
they're harvesting stellar output on a scale we can barely measure.
In the control room, now teeming with scientists and researchers. On the central screen, the source star is revealed, surrounded by a vast network of artificial structures. Not a solid shell, but a vast orbital network of panels, stations, and collectors, forming incomplete rings around the star. David, at his workstation, reads the data with visible disbelief on his face. This is a Type 2 civilization, perhaps even beyond. The lead scientist, meanwhile, grasps the terrifying magnitude of what they are witnessing. A civilization so advanced that it can design and construct entire star systems. She delicately touches the screen, the impossible structure. How long have they been out there? No one answers.
They know where we are.
It's night in the control room of the main observatory. The scientist is reviewing the signal logs when a new alert appears on her screen. Another transmission has been detected, stronger than the previous one. She plays the new signal. It contains the previous mathematical introduction, but now includes new data, star maps. She overlays the transmitted coordinates onto known astronomical databases. The new signal contains precise spatial data that pinpoints the location of our galaxy in the universe. They know we're here. She turns to the window, looking at the night sky. This is no longer just detection. It's a mutual understanding across an unimaginable distance. And she realizes that the signal might not simply be a message. It could be a response.
We're sending a response.
Even at light speed, our message won't arrive for 25 million years.
We'll never hear back, but someone will.
In the observatory's control room, the science team has gathered. They display exhaustion, fascination, and uncertainty. The lead scientist addresses the group. We are sending a response. On the main screen, a carefully crafted mathematical response is displayed. Prime numbers, the wavelength of hydrogen, Earth's position relative to the galactic center. David operates the transmission controls, 25 million light years away. The other researcher calculates on a tablet. We won't receive their response for another 25 million years. The scientist nods slowly. We will never receive a response. Not our children, not our children's children, not 1,000 generations later, but someone will. She gives David a slight nod. He presses the control. The camera captures the subtle vibration of the transmission equipment being activated. The signal is being sent. The group remains silent, watching on the monitors as the transmitted data flows toward an incredibly distant galaxy. A conversation across cosmic time has begun.
Somewhere out there, across millions of light years, someone is looking back at us.
A week later, the scientist is inside the observatory, gazing at the night sky through a large window. And beyond the glass, the night sky stretches to infinity. Our galaxy, now just one among billions, is no longer the center of intelligence in the universe. She speaks softly. The discovery has changed humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. Someone is watching us. If intelligent life exists beyond the Milky Way, how many other civilizations are observing us? It ends with a breathtaking, yet scientifically grounded view of the Milky Way, surrounded by distant galaxies beyond humanity.